Now at 6, EMS students at Crowder College get a chance to train for emergency flights. Plus, a park in Joplin gets dedicated to former Senator Ron Richard. And a symposium in Pittsburgh hopes to encourage people to destigmatize HIV.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Jasper County authorities investigate an early morning shooting that sent one person to the hospital. This is KOAM News at 6. I'm Tanya Bach. Just after 4 a.m., authorities received a report of a shooting on West 7th Street, a quarter-mile east of State Line. It was reported someone driving eastbound on 7th Street pulled up next to another vehicle and began firing a handgun at them. The passenger in the vehicle was struck by a bullet and taken to the hospital. Jasper County authorities are investigating, and anyone with information is encouraged to contact their office. 2 suspects in the death of a 2-year-old child at a home in Commerce, Oklahoma, appear in court for the first time this afternoon. 32-year-old Daniel Allen Ash and 30-year-old Amber Dawn Murphy are charged with child neglect and manslaughter. According to court documents, the 2-year-old child is believed to have died sometime between July 26th and September 11th. Both entered not guilty pleas in court this afternoon. Murphy is scheduled back in court on October 3rd. Ash is to appear on October 4th. Crowder College EMT students got to see a helicopter landing on campus during class today. KOAM's Melissa Alexis has more on their story.
If we should pull this out for some reason, it's a sled system.
EMS students got to experience real-world training with a helicopter landing on the Crowder College campus in Neosho.
Anytime you can teach the next generation of providers and clinicians, it's always a good day.
Kyle Ritter, the EMS program director, says it's important for their students to know how to prepare for a helicopter landing, especially as a rural city, where for severe emergencies, patients may have to be taken to larger cities.
Because of transport times and the availability of certain aspects of and certain hospital capabilities that aren't sometimes prevalent in your smaller communities that you do see in your larger metropolitan areas.
He says flying in a helicopter shaves off travel time, and in an emergency, even seconds can save lives.
We go faster as far as miles per hour, but we also fly in a straight line as opposed to most roads don't go in a straight line straight to the hospital where we can go straight.
Rapid transport along with the advanced protocols can truly assist these patients who have that truly critical injury or illness that require that immediate transport.
According to a study from the American Ambulance Association, in 2022, 39% of part-time EMT positions and 55% of part-time paramedic positions were unfilled, which is why this kind of training to inspire the next generation of EMS workers is especially important. Reporting in Neosho, Melissa Alexis, KOAM News.
Ritter hopes this experience inspires the next generation of EMS workers to continue their training and become certified for air medical services. Well, Chief Meteorologist Doug Hetty joins us now with a first look at weather.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a great day for us today. We had a lot of clouds, especially on the Missouri side, kept our temperatures down a bit today. 79 for a high, 64 is where we started. Average highs 83, record 100. Set back in 2011. 78 right now in Joplin. We still have a decent amount of clouds, but the clouds have broken up a little bit on the Kansas side. That's why it's a little warmer, about 10 degrees warmer once you get into our western counties. Through the evening, 70s, 60s. Once again, we do have the clouds kind of breaking up slowly in southwestern Missouri. Still a few little sprinkles once you get up near Stockton. 4 states, Friday night high school football. If you're heading out, you probably need to here shortly by kickoff at 7. 77 degrees, 69 by the fourth quarter, of course. We're going to look at the weekend coming up just in a bit.
All right, thanks, Doug. Well, the city of Joplin honors a former state senator today. Community members met at the Campbell Street Park, where part of the park was renamed the Senator Ron Richard Memorial Park. Richard was instrumental in the construction of multi-use trails throughout Joplin when he was on the city council.
What we loved about it was immediately after the paths were put in, we talked about all the different generations of families were coming together and using the park.
Beyond city council, Richard served as a state representative before joining the state senate. He died last year after a battle with cancer. This morning, community health workers were invited to learn about HIV prevention and treatment at the Community Health Center of Southeast Kansas's annual symposium at the John Parlow Education Center in Pittsburgh. Those in attendance were educated on the importance of destigmatizing HIV and ending the HIV epidemic.
Today's focus is on instilling hope in patients and also understanding the mind-body connection and the importance of both physical health and mental health, and recognizing that about 70% of adults are going to speak to some level of trauma in their life.
The symposium is a partnership with the University of Kansas Medical Center. Well, high school football season rolls on. KOAM Sports Director John Dales takes us live to the game of the week, Coffeyville versus Chanute. That's coming up later in sports. But first, we take to the sky to explore all that Grove, Oklahoma has to offer, from a revitalized downtown to popular fishing spots. You may have seen many places around the 4 states, but how about from a different point of view? We have a bird's eye view of Grove, Oklahoma, highlighting its popular fishing spots and revitalized downtown. KOAM videographer Ty Perks takes us there.
Town is becoming more unique. We have revitalized downtown. Our downtown, we have shops. You can come, and spend 2 or 3 hours going from shop to shop downtown. We have great eateries here in Grove. We are the largest community on Grand Lake, and so people do come here to thrive and to shop and to buy their stuff, to go out on the boat, or if they stay for a week or 2 weeks. We have a lot of people that live here. I mean, we have a lot of lake home people that live in Tulsa, Kansas City, Wichita, and they come here to the Grove, and this is where they do their shopping. Fishing industry is always booming here. This park was built for fishing. We've been able to put toes in the ground here, drag boat races here. Now we're doing Bull Fest. We have Boats, Beats, and Barbecue, Pelican Festival. We do all kinds of things at this park, but we were built this for fishing. I mean, this is a fishing place. We have 6 of the greatest ramps. We have people from all over the nation to come to fish, not only Grand Lake because it is great fishing, but this is the best park in America. Our community thrives on these fishing tournaments. Our Rotary Club, they come out, they help. We golf cart people back and forth to their truck. We roll out the red carpet for the fishermen. The fishermen love it here because when they do, they see the welcome fishermen. Come do whatever you want. Hey, we're 10% off to fishermen. I mean, we love the fishing people. So when they come here, our community has grown to love fishermen. When you can bring a tournament that brings 500 to 1,000 people in for a week, I mean, that's 1,000 people. We don't have a college or a university here, so we're bringing people, 1,000 people, so in a month we're bringing over 4,000 or 5,000 people from all over the country to come into Grove, Oklahoma to see what we've got. We've got some cool places like Harbor Village. It's a great museum to go to. It's been open for 60 plus years. Lindenwood Gardens, it's a botanical garden. You can walk through. They do all kinds of events there as well that are fun for when you're here, when you're staying, something to go walk around. Harbor Village is similar to I can't say a Silver Dollar City, but it is that type of atmosphere. You can walk along. They've got trails down there. It's a great place to enjoy a family outing. To market Grove as a happening town, things that's going on all the time. And if we can have something monthly or every other week like we're doing right now, it just goes to show it's a great place to live. We do say it's living the lake life and it's grand life, right? So the lake life is very important to us. We're laid back, we love it here, and people need to come and enjoy it.
A little later, John Dales joins us live from the game of the week at Field Kinley High School in Coffeyville to preview the night's action.
Plus, what does your weather forecast look like for the weekend? We're going to look at that coming up. Not a bad Friday for us today, even though we had a lot of clouds across the region, especially Missouri into Arkansas, and that's what we have out there still, even though some sun has been peeking through, but mostly cloudy skies in Joplin. Nice shot of our Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex tower cam. Of course, we are looking at downtown Joplin off toward the north and to the east. Of course, Forest Day Friday night high school football, 77 at kickoff, which is shortly at 7 p.m. By the fourth quarter, we'll drop into the upper 60s, but overall looks great for high school football. All right, Western counties mainly sitting mid to upper 80s. You guys have had more sunshine. The areas that have not, mainly into the 70s. In fact, 72 in Monette, Cassville down toward Table Rock, sitting at 72 degrees. Let's go outside. Here's 7th and Rangeline, 78. Northerly winds 5 to 10. Visibility looks pretty good. It's a nice evening, just the clouds on the Missouri side. You can see that kind of back edge really from Miami up to about Girard, and then we have mostly cloudy skies from that point on. Few little sprinkles once you get up towards Stockton Lake. Besides that, we look pretty good. We're still looking at our center of circulation, which of course once was Hurricane Francine, sitting down just near Memphis, kind of hung up. You can see the counterclockwise circulation. We are watching for storm systems to drop in out across the western third of the country, but we also have a problem. So first off, here's the remnants of Francine kind of drifting away, but drifting in is a big dome of high pressure. So now we're into early next week. Through the week, high pressure kind of stays in charge. We are going to get some systems in here, but we're not going to get any that drive through until that guy breaks down. But at least we'll get some rain chances the second half of next week, and then hit and miss chances heading into the weekend. But a stronger storm system will start to pull out by the time we head into next weekend. That's when our best chances for rain are going to be. It's been pretty dry over the past several weeks. All right, by morning, low to mid 60s. Nice start. Quite a bit of sunshine. A few showers way out there across central Kansas. Lower 80s by noon. Warmer tomorrow. Most of us will go 85, 86, 87, 88 degrees, 89 for afternoon highs. Nice Saturday night. We drop back into the mid 60s, and then Sunday afternoon looking pretty good as well. Mid 80s, a few thunderstorms out across central parts of Missouri. So overall, the weekend is shaping up pretty good. Here's the breakdown. 88 Saturday, 86 on Sunday. The humidity will be low, which is definitely nice. All right, jumping into next week, we're kind of splitting the difference. Rain to our west, rain to our east, but we do get some chances in here late Wednesday into Thursday. A couple little waves rotating through, which we need. And then rain chances kind of go up late Friday and then into Saturday. So at least we have those chances, but we really need to get some storm systems to drive through so we can get some decent amounts of rain. 88 tomorrow, 86 Sunday, 85 Monday. Back near 90 Wednesday, Thursday, Friday into next weekend. But we do have those rain chances the second half of next week.
All right, and we're going to need that rain, like you said
We need it
yesterday.
now.
We need it
Yeah.
now, yeah. So let it rain.
Yep.
All right, thanks, Doug. Well, 2 Joplin residents are continuing their scholarship with Missouri Southern State University by donating another $1 million. David and Deborah Humphreys Excellence Awards have benefited more than 100 Missouri Southern students since the program started in 2017. Each award is for at least 1/3 of Missouri Southern's tuition rate each year. Well, still ahead, we're into the 3rd week of high school football coverage here in the 4 states. John Dales joins us live from the game of the week at Field Kinley High School to preview the night's action. Up next in sports.
It's another high school football Friday here in the 4 states, and I join you from our game of the week at Veterans Memorial Stadium in Coffeyville, Kansas, as the Field Kinley Golden Tornado host the Chanute Blue Comets. This is a game we've had circled on our calendars ever since the schedules came out back this summer. Now, Coffeyville actually lost its season opener 40-7 to Circle last week. That was a result that surprised a lot of us. The Golden Tornado, though, still a very dangerous team, and they're highlighted by offensive lineman Keaton Jones. He's committed to play college football at University of Missouri in the SEC. Chanute, meanwhile, 1-0. They beat Augusta by 10 points in their opener last week. The Blue Comets have won 8 games or more each of the last 3 seasons. We expect them to compete again for an SEK League title this year. And you can catch the highlights from this one at 10:15 tonight on KOAM. Then again at 11:30 on our Fox 14 press box. Elsewhere in Kansas, it's only week 2, but Colgan against Frontenac could very well decide who wins the CNC league title. The Raiders and the Panthers are both 1-0. In 2023, Colgan actually beat Frontenac back in week 1. That was the only regular season loss of the year for the Raiders. They went on a winning streak all the way to the 3A state quarterfinals after losing that contest. Now we'll move over towards Missouri. In Missouri, big test tonight for defending state champion Lamar. The Tigers host Tipton. They're one of the top teams in all of Class 1 this year. The Cardinals and Tigers are both 2-0. Lamar has been challenged in each of its first 2 contests this year. They beat McDonald County by 3 back in week 1. Then last week, beat East Newton by 10 points, but that was a game that Lamar trailed at halftime. Now another game in Missouri. Carl Junction plays its 2024 home opener tonight against Marshfield. It's the first ever league opponent for Carl Junction. Again, they're a member of the Ozark Mountain Conference this year after moving over from the COC. Bulldogs are 1-1. They just beat Rogers Heritage in Arkansas a week ago. Then down in the Sooner State, Miami makes the trip to Veneta tonight. The War Dogs are 1-1. They got blasted in their season opener against Elkins. That's another Arkansas school, but they beat Tulsa Noah soundly a week ago. Meanwhile, Veneta 0-2. Both of those losses coming to 4A opponents. Over in pro football, though, we're into week 2 in the NFL. The Chiefs play at home this week against Cincinnati, and they have a former Bengal that's a big difference maker on their roster. More on that in this week's Minute with Mitch.
It was another brilliant Brett Veach maneuver behind the scenes. The Chiefs play the Bengals this week. On August 30th, the Chiefs general manager pulled off a clutch move, signing running back Samaje Perine. Perine is best known in the Chiefs kingdom for his 41-yard touchdown reception in the 2021 AFC Championship game for the Bengals against the Chiefs. Perine fills a void, especially when you consider he's caught 115 passes the past 3 years, and 40 of those have been on third down. Perine was targeted 16 times the past 3 seasons on 3rd and 3 or more and made a first down 77% of the time. Last year, the Broncos called Perine the Chiefs killer. Now the Chiefs killer has joined the Chiefs on this Minute with Mitch. The Minute with Mitch is brought to you by Como Jewelry in Joplin and Pittsburgh.
Before we get to the NFL this weekend, though, obviously we got a full slate of high school games tonight, our game of the week here, and all the other ones that I mentioned, plus a lot more. You can catch them tonight, 10:15 right here on KOAM, then at 11:30 on Fox 14 for Press Box. But for now, that's it for sports.
Here's a look at what's coming up on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. We'll have details on how Crowder College EMT students are receiving special training for emergency flights. Plus how women going through menopause can help boost their metabolism. And thousands of Boeing union members are on strike, bringing aircraft assembly lines to a standstill. Those stories and a lot more tonight on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. Weather check?
Yeah, it looks pretty good as we head into the weekend. Temperatures a little bit warmer, partly sunny skies, but the humidity will be on the low side. We do heat up a bit as we go through next week. Rain chances starting to increase, especially the second half of next week.
I love it when we got temps in the 80s. Working for the 70s next.
We'll get there.
All right, thanks, Doug. Thanks for watching. We'll see you right back here at 10. Have a great night and an even better weekend.